For a very limited time, join our giveaways and take the chances to win with us. Just check the description.
The universe of blockchain is now genuinely under a science fiction series in a significant manner. With advanced projects developing each in every practical sense, other day and leaving the pundits silenced through their triumphs. One by and large such venture that has moved past the nerves of crypto lovers is Stargate Finance, which is a system for brokers to move virtual monetary standards over networks in an unobtrusive manner. Like any commonly other crypto, Stargate Finance also had been out of speed starting from the start of this current year. However, of late it has been taking longitudinal steps incredibly confounded about STG's profits, yet considering adding it to your property, which for the most part is very critical. Stick on until the end, to dive deeper into it, as we investigate STG and give you a far-reaching cost expectation for the current and following years. Stargate Finance, STG, price prediction for 2022, which sort of is genuinely huge. STG essentially is one of the latest participants to the digital money market, which just appeared on March 17, 2022. The exceptionally following day, STG truly gave indications of unpredictability in a significant manner. It began at $1.92, however rapidly in a real sense tumbled to 10 cents. The expense was 61 cents after the day. Following this first unsteady cost development, STG had a consistent climb, genuinely in spite of prevalent thinking. On March 25, the day the coin was distributed on the FTX and Bybit trades, it basically took off past $3. STG was equipped for holding this level while keeping up with its energy. On 2nd April, STG arrived at an untouched high of $4.28. This happened while the stage's TVL expanded progressively. At the hour of composing, the token in a real sense was exchanging at about $0.759. Stargate Finance price prediction for Q3. With Stargate Finance, people and dApps can exchange local monetary standards between chains. It generally is conceivable while having quick guaranteed absolution openness to the framework's united liquidity pools. That being said, a very conceivable change in the business could attract financial backers toward the convention a significant way, which could sort of lift its cost to $0.8442 in an unpretentious manner. Then again, in the event that financial backers don't communicate an interest, the worth might tumble to $0.5109. That being said, a direct value impetus will slowly raise the expense to $0.6619. STG crypto price prediction for Q4. A flood in volumes and raising bullish feelings in Q4 might drive the cost to shoot up. Consequently, its most extreme cost can land at $1.1831. On the sort of other hand, assuming that the bears dwarf the bulls, the base cost could drop to $0.6314. The kind of typical cost may eventually settle around $0.8989 when the bullish and negative targets essentially are thought about in an unobtrusive manner. STG price forecast for 2023. Interoperability is among the central areas of interest right now in the blockchain local area. The framework stresses this by ensuring quick conclusion, and that implies every exchange for the most part has a specific endpoint, as opposed to prevalent thinking. This could construct the expected FOMO for the coin to acquire the cost of $2.4741 by 2023. Incredibly. Interestingly, if the generally bears in every way that really matters, grab hold of the market, the cost could too tumble to a negligible cost of $0.9647, which is genuinely critical. Thusly, the resource ought to exchange at $1.1831 under fundamentally normal trading powers. Stargate Finance price forecast for 2024. It is a well-established reality that tokens can be obtained by members in exchange for STG motivations, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Partners will obtain VESTG, the administration variation of the money, by holding TH.SASTG tokens. For decentralized conventions to have the option to truly be coordinated and generally go with decisions later on, administration coins are indispensable. That being said, Clients could be spurred to stake STG for longer periods, at last cresting its cost at $4.417 in a significant manner. Then again, if the bears outpower the bulls, the base cost could drop to $1.777. The typical cost may eventually land at around $2.8176 when the bullish and negative targets are thought about. STG price projection for 2025. STG in every practical sense is an exceptionally late task, and on a hopeful note, it fundamentally is guessed that the group will generally concoct more current highlights. With new updates and joint efforts checking in, the coin can land at a most extreme cost of $7.8184 toward 2025 and in every way that really matters, huge ways end. In addition, the kind of typical exchanging cost could be $5.0873, on the off chance that the coin experiences no genuinely significant changes. Notwithstanding, on the off chance that the bears especially dominate the bulls, the worth could base up to reach $3.3102, or so they thought. Principal analysis, or so they thought. Stargate Finance's new cross-affix span calculation means to in a real sense be unmistakable in the crypto business, as it settles the catch-22 that the exceptionally present frameworks in a real sense are facing. Moreover, investors could involve Stargate Finance in various ways, or so they thought. It permits clients to move finances in a one-to-one proportion to a few chains. For example, one token on the Ethereum organization may be traded for another DAI coin on the Avalanche blockchain. Besides, here are a few in every practical sense, speedy features on the basics of STG in a significant manner. Offers in a split-second ensured conclusiveness of assets, or so they truly thought. Access to a fluent pool, all things considered, is divided between various blockchain networks. To give the clients their ideal local resources on another chain, certainly as opposed to prevalent thinking. Stargate Finance, STG, price prediction. Critical interest for STG has finished in hopeful future assumptions. The STG's sort of remarkable methodology will fundamentally affect future market swings. Assessed Stargate Finance cost expectation. Sooner rather than later, the stage is worth especially has the chance of rising, which is genuinely huge. By the finish of 2022, the worth of STG might ascend to an exceptionally limit of $1.20, in opposition to mainstream thinking. New contenders and ominous audits could bring the value down to 65 cents. Finishing up, customary tensions from purchasers and vendors could bring the cost down beneath 90 cents. Will Stargate Finance develop, which is very huge? Stargate Finance endeavors to take care of the serious issue of moving resources across blockchains. Taking into account its especially strong